So there's this songwriter from Scotland. His name is Eric Bogle, and he's written these amazing folk songs, really, more than anything. A lot of them have become kind of like epic songs about, a lot of them are, his most famous ones are kind of anti-war songs. He's just got this very poetic, powerful way of expressing really important ideas in music. And he, a lot of his songs are very sad. And one of my favorites is, it's not really about war, it's about when he left Scotland. He's lived most of his life in Australia. And I think in the 60s he left home and really spent the rest of his life away from Scotland. And this song is called Leaving Nancy, and it's about his mom is Nancy. And it's really just the description of the goodbye. She's at the train station with him, and you know, she's kind of holding back tears and trying to just talk about other topics. But you know, all anybody's thinking about is this horrible goodbye which is coming. And just listen to it, just a couple of these words here. In comes the train and the whole platform shakes. It stops with a shudder and a screaming of brakes. The parting has come and my weary soul aches. I'm leaving my Nancy O. My suitcase is lifted and stowed on the train, and 1,000 regrets whirl around in my brain. The ache in my heart is a black sea of pain. I'm leaving my Nancy O. But our time has run out and the whistle has blown. Here I must leave you standing alone. We had so little time and now the time's gone. Goodbye, my Nancy O. And as the train starts gently to roll, and as I lean out to wave and to call, I see the first tears trickle and fall. Goodbye, my Nancy O. Anyway, there's more verses to it, but it's just kind of heartbreaking. And by the way, he never saw her again. He left home, and she died in the subsequent years. He came back for her death. So that really was the last goodbye, and it's just kind of heartbreaking. Anyway, he writes lots of songs, I guess, like that. And I was thinking about that song in particular just the other day. I was looking at some of these images of the nursing homes throughout the country where residents have been unable to receive visitors because of the virus, and just these heartbreaking images of them on the inside of the nursing home and family, and on the outside waving to each other and just sort of being present to each other. I saw an amazing one. It was a nursing home, and I think it was in the Midwest, and at a certain time of the evening, before it's dark, those who are able come to this window, kind of looks like a lounge, and the family members know that they're going to be there at that moment, so they all stand outside, kind of like by the entrance. And it's just this, you can see this silhouette of all these elderly people, clearly old people, wheelchairs, and waving, just kind of them waving to their families and their families waving to them. Is a little bit like the song, just so sad. And I don't know, the sadness is a part of life, isn't it? Good Friday. You know, the video we're gonna watch now in a minute is, well, you know it. You know the details. It's the scourging at the pillar. It's the crowning of thorns. It's the nails. It's the cross. But what's interesting about it, it's all kind of seen when you watch it. It's a lot of it is shown, kind of seen through the eyes of Mary and some of the people that were with her. The camera keeps going from Jesus back to her, and just the look on her face and the heartache and the heartbreak. It's just so sad. It's just so sad it's the lyrics of that song. It's those photos of nursing home residents. It's the passion. I talked to yesterday a nurse here in the parish who she's a nurse in Queens, and she was just describing what it's like in these hospitals. She just kept saying, I can't even really describe it. Words aren't really going to do it justice. Just terribly sad places. But that's Good Friday. I think sometimes our instinct is to run from sad, to run from Good Friday, and these days we realize we can't, and it's way more than a day. Maybe together we just watch this video. We weather the storm. We weather the storm of sadness with knowledge of Sunday morning.